Hey guys, what's up? And Shadowlands back for another top 10 list from Hostile Life. Today we're looking at top 10 most balanced weapons. Now this is almost entirely an opinion-based topic, not really factual, but I do think these are very balanced weapons based on their stats and their performance in-game. So without any further ado, let's dive right in. First of all, we have the ACR series. Now Toho Sniper 98 has several videos where he goes extremely in-depth on explaining why the ACR series is a lot better than we give it credit for, and personally, I agree. It's a fantastic weapon, although it is definitely not the best weapon in the game. It performs very well. Next up, Hostile Life is going to love me for saying this, but the Scar series is a very balanced weapon. Good recoil, good damage, good general everything. Has a burst mode and a full auto, and is generally good for most situations without being too broken overpowered at any one range. Next up is the UMP series. High damage SMG, but the fire rate is not broken, and the accuracy is good, but the recoil also helps balance that out. Very balanced weapon that can take a suppressor, a scope, and an extended magazine. Overall, very well-rounded weapon, and good for most situations. Next up is the L96A1 series. This is how I believe most bolt-action snipers should work if they are not a one-shot kill. One-shot kill snipers like the L96A1 should not have perfect accuracy in my opinion, but the L96A1 series definitely embodies that. Great for quick scoping, great for close range use and medium range use, but not the best for long range use, and I think that's a great idea for one-shot kill snipers that are so consistent as this weapon. Good job, L96A1 series. I give props to you. Thank you. Next up is the WA 2000 series. This is actually a semi-automatic one-shot kill series. Very proficient at long ranges, super accurate, but it does have a couple of drawbacks which really help balance the weapon. The spread recovery is not the greatest in the world, and while it's a good quick scoping gun, it's far from the best, and overall the spread is a good size. So overall it's a very well balanced weapon, and it has a good draw speed, and I think Nexon put a lot of work into developing this weapon. Next up is the M16A4 series, one of the most balanced weapons in the entire game. It used to be number 1 on my list, but after they nerfed it a bit, it didn't really stand up to some of the other ones, but it is still on the list as one of the more balanced series weapons. Personally, I think the GP one is actually better balanced than the NX Firebug one, but still a very balanced weapon with damage, recoil, and damage drop-off. Next is the AK-47 series. Now, I put this gun on a lot of different lists for a lot of different reasons, but overall, if you think about it, the AK-47, unlike the Counter-Strike series, is a very balanced weapon. Tons of damage, but super high recoil, and the fire rate is not exactly astronomical. So it's a really balanced weapon, requires quite a bit of skill to use if you use it the right way. If you use it the wrong way, it doesn't require any skill to use, but that's just, you know, eye of the beholder. Next up is most semi-automatic snipers. Now, I'm obviously not including the M6A3 DMR here, but most semi-snipers are actually very well balanced. Although a lot of people don't tend to like them, they are almost never one-shot kills for that matter. And this is why I say most, but they're almost never one-shot kills. If you look at the SR25, a silencer may be fair game for it. An MSG90, on the other hand, doesn't have a silencer. Slightly better damage, but still not a one-shot kill, and fire rates are usually good enough, but the recoil is high enough that you can't spam it as fast as you would like. Therefore, I think most semi-snipers are actually quite well balanced. Next up is the M14 series. You have to have the right style and playstyle to use this weapon effectively, but if you do, it's a really great weapon. Requires a couple of shots, sometimes 3 shots to kill, and it's kind of hard to tank at long ranges. However, it does have quite a bit of recoil, and because of that, I think it's quite a balanced series. I personally prefer the M14 SE, but the M14 Hunter is also quite a nice weapon. Finally is the MK14 Mod 0. Now, I know a lot of people say this weapon is horribly overpowered, and I know a lot of people agree with that statement and will argue that topic to the death. Personally, I think it's more balanced than that. It has quite a bit of recoil, and the recoil is upward enough that it really forces you to want to tap fire more often. Part of the reason I think Nexon included this single fire option for the gun. Now, overall, I think it's a great weapon for close range, but it also does excel at long range and doesn't, you know, break the entire game. So I think it's a very well-balanced weapon, well thought through, and Nexon put some good time into making it. I also would be willing to say it's balanced because not a whole lot of people use it, really. I think more people probably could get away with using the gun, but not as many use it as probably could. It's a really fantastic weapon. I suggest you guys try it out if you have the chance. But other than that, thank you guys for watching this. Please rate, comment, subscribe. Check out the Facebook group and the TeamSpeak server in the description below. I hope to see some of you guys on, and I will see you all in the next video. Shadowlands out.